Hello, this is Steve, Dichroic Glassman. Thought I'd bring you a cool little idea into your home, into your viewing. This is what I'm doing currently. This is called cold work. It's dichroics. No heat. What? I know, no heat. It's created by lamination, gluing pieces together. Kind of like what I did when I started the dichroic bevel and jewel movement many years ago, laminating dichro to the back of bevels and jewels. Yeah, I've been doing that for 16 years, I believe. Anyway, taking that idea of cold working, where we're not using heat, we're using lamination, and then we're polishing our results. How do we start our initial sculptures? A lot of people don't know. You see, there is an organization side of this. This right here is a stacked, these center pieces that you can see and almost count, 6 pieces in there, was started in a process like this. Glass, dichro, glass, dichro, glass, dichro. You get the point. But how did you arrive at these, since dichro, by and large, isn't for sale anywhere in the world with convenient little sizes? So instead of utilizing a very expensive nature helping Morton board system, which I love, by the way, mine's archaic. I've done hundreds of thousands of cuts with my Morton board and couldn't live without it. But being economy minded today, a lot of people, like, for $100, that's a lot of something, and there's no motors in it. That's a lot. So I want to give you an idea that for less than $15, you can go to Lowe's and get yourself a yardstick for $1. This was 99 cents, and you want the thickest one you can get, 1/4 inch, and not so floppy. So you get, and you're going to cut it off at the 20-inch mark. And with 3 screws, 1, 2, 3, I drill them in there, and it holds down my wooden. And it holds this one, and I took a piece, and I put it out there. It's not quite 5 inches because this 3x5 does not fit in there. But it does this way. You get the idea. I can get accuracy for less than $15. Are you serious? Yep. The screws you put in is called a panhead screw. Takes a standard screwdriver or a Phillips, as you can see in the center. This is called a panhead. Sheet metal. So 3/4 inch. You only need 3 screws. This at Lowe's, Ace Hardware, Home Depot, it's about $8, $9, $10, somewhere in that range vicinity. And $1, $1.50 for this. There's only 2 things you need. And 3 screws. That's it. And you got accuracy. Oh, how about a board? I used, well, it's not quite a 1/2 inch. You never know what size you're going to get these days. So that's about a 1/2 inch. So the 3/4 made it lightweight enough to where enough of it's exposed once it goes through my 1/4 inch and this, that enough of it went in there to not quite go to the bottom, to the other side. Kind of important. So can't tell you what size that is. It's 3/8. So let's say it's 3/8, which actually is, 32/64 or whatever they call it, these days. Oh my God, with all these. So anyway, if you're looking for accuracy for stained glass or in dichro, because dichro is expensive, if you're going to cut dichroic with your new homemade accuracy, what you want to do is you want to put tape, duct tape, underneath this piece. You do not want your dichro touching the metal unassisted, so that it scratches it. Did you know that a coating of dichroic, let's talk about the hoopla of dichro. What color is that? Ta-da. Isn't that beautiful? It's aqua. So the coating, the thickness of a dichroic thickness is 1/4 of a human hair. Like if that ain't nuts. Really? So at that kind of expense, at up to $2 an inch, depending on what skill set you're fusing, you're slumping, you're infinity mirror, you're doing cold work, whatever form of dichro you're using, it's up to $2 an inch. So let's don't kid ourselves. This is very expensive. So you want to take care in putting tape underneath that. Slide your piece. It's only good for 5 inches. But with this model, you can make a larger one, more stable. This is so lightweight. Everything's screwed down. I can grab this to go, leave it with my friend because I went over there and visited and said, hey, I got a surprise for you. And just, if you're a builder type, inventor, innovator, get her done. You want to use a soft board. You don't want to use particle board because you can't push your tack in there. So if I want that measurement because I measured it, I can get it every time. Just gently push it in, cut. Gently push it in, cut. Gently push it in, cut. You too can get uniformity. These are one of my trays for cold work. I rely on these uniform pieces so that I can build my sculptures. Processes in cold working is critical. In fact, of all the glass arts that I've been involved with, there's nothing more technical, critical, and expected of you than cold work. It's frustrating to see a blemish, a flaw, and I aim to be the best for what I do in all my arts. So whatever you're going to use your final outcome for, I thought I'd give you a freebie here of technology that you might find kind of fascinating yourself to go build you one. I don't know what you're going to do with this extra piece of wood, but you can use a block, put that down, anywhere into this. But it's a cheap recipe. It cannot compete with this. It's just a remedy. It's temporary. This is the best. It's $100. But if this is going to get you by for right now and put you right where you need to be so you can get the board or get the grinder or this and it makes your stained glass more accurate or your mosaics, then game on, right? Hope you like my little innovative little cutting board. Bye-bye.